Surfing has been my thing. I loved it when I was a teenager, but was too scared to go out because I didn't have the support there. And then when I was I started fairly late. When I was about 24, I took up surfing a bit more seriously. It's taken on a new element to me now that I've got kids. It's not so much about finding the perfect wave or finding the perfect conditions. It's about immersing myself in the water and feeling refreshed. Because sometimes when you've got kids and you've got busy things going on, and it's just nice it's kind of meditative, you know. You jump into the water and everything washes away. It's great, yeah. Swell Mamas started in 2008. I had my first child, and Geraldine and I started Swell Mamas together. So it started off, it was just because we both love surfing. We didn't want that to end, we wanted it to continue with children. So we organised that we'd go surfing together, and we could do that by having support of each other. And then there was a bit of a groundswell, and we got lots and lots of interested people, and it's evolved from there into this amazing group, yeah.
To start with, we had lots of local women, or women who've been born and bred around here, I think, or grown up here, who often their partners surfed, or their boyfriends, or they had surfing in their family. But as Lisa said before, surfing for women, a lot of the women wasn't a big part of, you know, what we did around here. So it was an opportunity for them to have a go and do it in a supportive environment. And then a lot of women who were new to the area, because we've got a big growing population, started seeing this as their first point of contact, I guess. And they would come and join in and bring their children, and often they almost always would say, oh, I'm just coming to watch, you know, I'll just sit here with the kids. And for sure, by the end of that first day, they were in the water. And we've always made a point, I guess our ethos, just of being really inclusive, of involving everyone, of not having to have the best equipment or to even have any equipment, that we could make it accessible to everyone. And what has been incredible about this program is that it's now kind of sustaining itself. 2 women, Lucy's really involved in the weekly running of it, and another 2 women run it every week. They facilitate it. They've done their bronze medallion, they're doing their surf coaching certificates, and they're running it. And another woman's running the website, so doing all the communication, someone else is doing the swell reports. So even though we never set up a committee, we never really asked or demanded anything or any return, people have been amazing with their support and their wanting to support and to help and to grow the program. Yeah.
I have 2 kids, Lily and Simon. They're 9 and 10. My kids love me surfing. They both surf. They've started surfing, so they get to join me quite often. So, it's a great environment for the whole family. Before I joined Swell Mamas, I was at the beach a lot, but my kids were smaller, so I couldn't get out in the water as much and get back into surfing. So Swell Mamas gives everyone the opportunity to do a little bit of both, meet friends that they can meet down the beach and do the same thing outside of Swell Mamas as well. So health-wise, Swell Mamas is a fantastic thing. It's been great, and it just gives you a renewed interest back in a little bit of yourself as well after being a mother. The benefit for me with Swell Mamas is meeting women with the same common interest. It's good to have that camaraderie where you can go out with other women, ring them and say, this is on, let's go down there today for a surf. We usually fit it all in between school hours and children and weekends we bring our kids. So for me, being a part of Swell Mamas has been able to meet mutual people that have got the same passion and love for surfing and the beach and the ocean is what I have. So I've met some lifelong friends. A small amount of us were offered an option or the opportunity to sit our bronze medallion, which is a good thing for the Swell Mamas to make sure there's a few competent people on the beach, especially with the children and some mothers that haven't been in the water for a while. So that was a great thing, and that was funded. And also then there was a small group of us actually got asked if we'd like to sit our level 1 surf coaching, which for me has eventuated into my job now. So I work for Offshore Surf School in Inverloch, and it just fits well in with my life now. It's a great way of living, making some money and surfing at the same time.
Geraldine and Lucy obviously are the driving forces behind Swell Mamas, and they set the thing up, and these girls are just fantastic what they've been doing here, and we just thought it'd be great to bring Rebecca Woods, who's the current world number 14 surfer, here to Swell Mamas for the day. So we're doing a special program just for Swell Mamas. Well, I live here in Inverloch, and from a community perspective, what I've seen is just a massive growth in what I see as community benefit. Members of Swell Mamas are not only being involved here and doing their Friday program, but they've been active, they're bringing their kids down the beach, they've gone off and got themselves water safety qualifications, and a number of them have gone on to do work in the industry, and now a number of them are taking key administrative roles within the local Bass Coast board riders. So for the community of Inverloch, which I also live in, I think it's a massive benefit. I guess for me as a local and as a former teacher, one of the really special things is to see some of the girls who are now involved in this program. Like I actually taught them at school, and now they've become such active participants in the sport of surfing. They bring to the community this whole new sense of self-worth, and at the same time they're providing a really important water safety element, because over 50% of all rescues in the open ocean environment are done by surfboard riders, because we're there every day of the year. And these girls have developed those skills, and that's one of the things that we were practicing out there today, just the ways in which they can help, but the ways that they can pass those skills on to their children as well. So it's a pretty exciting thing for me to see. What I'm seeing with the Swell Mamas is just sheer fun, and that enthusiasm is just rubbing off onto their children and onto their partners. So, if you're talking about health and well-being in community, that just sums it up.